And we're recording. You you guys already so Chris, so the reason why I'm able to do this tonight is because Chris and I did our live stream of Sniper Elite last night because he's going camping tonight. And
Where
he
is he going
sold
camping?
like west of Madison.
Christ, I
And
think that's where the tornado damage was.
yeah,
They're getting it right now.
I'm like, you crazy bastard. Because he sold his pop-up. He's in a tent.
Well, he won't be for long.
Yeah. I told well, he has a van. He's like, well, we might sleep in the van. I'm like, okay. I
Yeah,
hope
I don't
he's
know where.
all right.
All I heard is there's tornado damage in Wisconsin, and I know like it's west because that's where most of it is.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah, I mean, it's
insane.
coming this way.
Yeah, it sucks for him, but it kind of worked out because tomorrow I have to do a meeting for Kendall's school trip, and so everything just got shifted one day. But
That's all right because I don't know how long I'm going to freaking have power. It already went out once and it's bright sunshine, so who the hell knows?
I was gonna say I can see your window in your skylight. It looks
No,
bright.
it's bright. It's bright sunshiny, 90 degrees, and the power went out for like 5 minutes. But still, it's like, yep, Christ, here we go. Just getting this ready.
That's insane. Yeah, I suppose
Well,
it
I
doesn't
mean,
matter about your
they're
laptop
talking.
battery.
Oh, that'll be dead in 5 seconds. But the internet's gone. So what is it?
Yeah,
Well, they're saying that Wisconsin's gonna have rolling blackouts this summer for the first time in like history.
yeah, isn't that insane? It why though? I don't like I saw that, but I didn't read the article.
Why not? Everything else sucks. Why shouldn't we be able to have electricity?
Yeah, but we don't. I mean, our population hasn't really grown.
I don't know. This is what I read. It could be complete bullshit. Who knows?
That's true. It's probably one of those articles where they want you to click on it to find out why, and it turns out
And
they're
I
just
did, and
talking.
I just saw the title. I was like, oh,
I
well,
did too. Yeah. That was weird. So you're probably wondering why I covered my face this way when I
that
sneezed.
is kind of that's odd because you didn't cover your mouth or your nose.
I did not. One, I don't want the germs on me. Let them go over there. And the other is because I'm wearing earbuds. I didn't want to blow your ears out, so I was actually trying to block the microphones.
Well, they might have popped out of there. That would have been cool to watch.
Pink
Yeah.
ricochets off the wall next to me, hits me
Ching,
back in
ching,
the head.
ching. Maybe they pop back in your ear and be like, okay, that's on tape, and we retire.
That would be awesome. That's it, folks. We are done. It our 33 episode 33, or is it 32? So it's weird because of the pilot. Our 32nd episode was our 33 actual upload though. It's whichever it was. Either it's our 32, making it 33 videos, or it was our 33 episode. Is actually exactly 33 minutes long.
Oh, nice.
I just thought of it because of the what are the odds of the ear popping out, popping back in my ear. Yeah, it's yeah, yeah. So that's it there.
You
Um,
starting with Obi-Wan, or have you not watched it yet?
oh, I watched it.
Okay.
I watched it.
We've been starting
Um,
with that, so it's just only fair.
I didn't know if we wanted to go there since we were already recording, but I can stop this recording and jump to that, or I can just leave this on here and go to it.
Do you want your sneeze on there?
I don't care.
All right, then we can just go to it.
Screw it. So there was a moment I'm watching it and I'm like, fuck me, don't do it. And they did it. And I'm like, I don't really care for that. Rest of the episode was freaking awesome.
Okay. Spoiler alert. What was the
so,
moment?
so okay, yeah. I knew there was a reason why I wasn't telling you. Because of the
I
spoiler
read it.
things.
I did my reading on it, so
All right, so this whole episode's a spoiler, we'll just say. Um, I better put in the title too. I don't think I did it on the last one. But so there's the part where the third sister, Revo or Riva, whatever her name
Reva.
is.
Yeah, I think it was
I'll
Reva.
just call her Riva. And
The
she
redhead country singer.
not Reba,
Oh,
Riva.
Reva.
Yeah, fuck Riva. She became a train wreck. But that's a different story. So Reba, so it wasn't a big secret that she was one of the younglings in the Jedi Temple attack. Maybe when they wrote it, they thought it would be, but I mean, everyone figured it out pretty quickly. Um, so she actually is trying to get closer to Darth Vader to kill him. She's pissed because he took her family away, basically all the Jedi and stuff like that. But she's also pissed at Obi-Wan because she makes it's a good speech actually. I'm not doing it justice, but she makes a comment to him about how she's like, "Where were you?" And which legit question to ask, I guess. I mean, she
No,
didn't
is
know where
it?
he was. He was doing something, but she doesn't know that. It's a legit question.
He was fighting for his ass on Utah.
Yeah, yeah, but she doesn't know that. And so that's the part I didn't actually like. I didn't well, I don't know. I feel like it's lazy writing when the person who's supposed to be the most evil is really not.
See, yeah, I
Um
hate that shit because you can't have anybody be actually evil
yeah,
anymore.
I don't care for that at all.
So with a simple hand wave, I'm sure as an inquisitor, she has killed her fair share of people.
Yes. Well,
So with one hand
under
wave, you're supposed to be like, okay, we're cool with it.
under assumption you're supposed to believe that, yeah. So the Grand Inquisitor though, so she becomes Grand Inquisitor because she captures Obi-Wan. Well, captures Obi-Wan. I'll get to that. So so in the last episode she put a tracker on Leia's robot and or a programmer, I don't know. She can track and control the robot. That's all that matters. It's not a big part of the movie other than it just kind of keeps the people from escaping from the planet because they end up on a planet with a bunch of refugees. Not coincidentally, that's where they were going. It's fine, nothing wrong here. The robot cuts the thing, not a problem. Keeping the doors from above opening so they can escape, not an issue yet. I do have a problem with the robot eventually. It and then so someone said while they're trying to get the top to open so they can get out of there because they know the Empire's coming. Um, she's like, or somebody says to the one guy, he's like, "Did you check the vent?" He's like, I can't fit in there." And Leia's like, "I can get me a ladder." And for a split second, so here's the problem with the negativity on YouTube and stuff is part of me instantly wanted to go, "Oh, what the hell? Okay, the little kid's gonna save the day." But I stopped myself for a second and I just went, "You know what? Leia's cocky in all the films, so I'm gonna let it slide." And I'm glad I did because it really kind of ended right there. So they weren't gonna let her go in there, but Obi-Wan's like, "No, I trust her. Go up there." I mean, they didn't really have a choice. So she goes up there, and it's not like she. I was pissed. I was also pissed because I'm waiting for her to go up there and just go, "Found the problem, twist tie, saved." No, she was up there for a while. She couldn't figure it out, so I was cool with that. Because as far as we know, she has the robot. So as far as we know, there's nothing to say that she doesn't have any kind of, I don't want to say electrical background, like a journeyman on a line doing electrical, but like
Sure.
when I was a kid, I tinkered with solar pieces and stuff like that. I had an
Yeah.
electronic set. So there's nothing to say that she doesn't know this stuff. And the fact that she didn't just Mary Sue her way into it, I'm okay with it. And somewhere in there too, there's some talking where they say the red something. I didn't quite get. I think circuit or something. And she's like, "Yes, I know. I heard." So it's not like she just knew. They obviously told her off screen because there's a lot going on. So I was happy with that too because that's another thing I don't like when someone just ends up in a situation and they're just all of a sudden a freaking journeyman electrician fixing crap out of nowhere.
Or like
Which
Race is down in a ship she's never been before and she knows how to hotwire it more than Han and Chewie do.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So they avoided that. They skimmed it, but they avoided it. They used
Yep.
one line to explain everything, and they didn't harp on it. That's the kind of writing I do like. So that was nice because at first I thought that was going to be a clusterfuck too. I'm like, okay, the Revo's good. Leia knows everything. She's a journeyman electric. Here we go. Um, Obi-Wan's. I don't know all the evil, neutral, evil, lawful crap, so I'm just gonna say,
Or like chaotic evil and all that.
yeah, I'm gonna say Obi-Wan is just cut his hand off and put on the chainsaw and said groovy. He's at that stage. So he's not a complete coward. He's not the hero as of yet, but he is at the point where he's like, "Hey, I got to do something.
So
I can't."
you got one episode left. You better do something.
Well, that's a good point too. It so he they're standing their ground. There were some things that bothered me about the episode, but they stand there. So stormtroopers and Reva get the door open. They come in. Obi-Wan's deflecting blaster bolts back. They're firing back. All of a sudden, I'm like, that's a lot of stormtroopers going down, and no good people are going down. I don't care how bad of a name they are. This isn't the way it's going to happen. Well, I was wrong. They started killing some good people too. So I'm like, all right, I feel bad for saying it now, but here we go. And so that was good. Well, it wasn't good. I mean, it was good. It
Yeah.
so they So they get back far enough where they can close the other blaster doors, and Leia finds her robot up there and realizes it's the one that sabotaged stuff. So she basically disconnects the bug on the robot that did it. It wasn't, once again, not a, that was the weak point I had a problem with. I'm like, here's this robot, and now it's attacking her after she. Oh, so it attacks her, and she grabs it, and she finds the piece and breaks it off. That's causing it. That part I didn't have a problem with. What I had a problem with is it waited for her to find the piece she was missing to fix to then attack her. Personally, wouldn't you think it would just take care of her right there and then when she got up there?
I would, since you're alone, and if she fixes it,
Yeah,
you're
why
screwed.
get
So
why
it,
let it get down to the timer hitting 1 second left? But
because Leia can't die.
well, it's, in all fairness, it's not a
Yeah, but you don't write her into that scenario. Then you have the droid attack somebody else,
no,
and
it
then
didn't attack her in a way where you thought she was gonna die. I said that badly. At no point were
so
you ever, even with the robot up there, the robot's up there. At no point are
well,
you like,
well,
oh,
you
she's,
know, Leia's never in danger.
yeah, 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 that it didn't hurt or help the story. It's, yeah, I wrote that as if maybe I said that. I mean, as if maybe you thought she was supposed to be in danger. No, that part didn't wreck it. What wrecked it
She
for
could be
me is
riding
I
and she could
always,
be riding a nuclear bomb down, like in Doctor Strangelove, and she's still gonna get out of it somehow because she can't die.
well, that would be more extreme. They weren't going that extreme with this.
I
She was,
understand that, but I'm just saying that's how. I mean, why would anybody be like, "Oh, will Leia get out of this scrape?" No, of course not.
it's I have an argument. Well, no, I don't. It's not an argument, but I have a touche, I guess. As much as I hate that word, it for you later. But I'll say it later. Um, it so
Well, touche would mean I was right.
Yeah, I guess. Well, it's supposed to be for you to say touche, but it don't matter. It it so she gets it plugged in, robot's fine, blah blah blah, no big deal. What I was saying is my problem isn't with the fact that Leia can't die. Obviously, she can't die. My problem is why wait for the bomb to hit
Well,
one
yeah,
second.
that's
It's,
yeah.
I actually respect movies when they cut the timer off at 2 minutes and 13 seconds. It because they all, Galaxy Quest is the only one that ever did it
Hmm.
properly, and they're making fun of it, so it's good. But
Actually, Fifth Element.
yes,
Remember when he thinks he's stopped it, and there was the other one in the case.
yeah, I like that's pretty funny actually. It
Also one of the only movies that I can think of where the hero and villain never even meet.
yeah,
They're not even aware of each other's existence.
that's true. God, that is a good movie. Which is funny because I don't think a lot of the actors like the movie, but it's good. It now I got Bada Bang stuck in my head, but in multipass. But it
Multipass.
so she gets down, she fixed the thing, no big deal. It actually, overall, that section of the show was not that bad. Anyone who has a problem with it is just really kind of picking at it because it wasn't really that. It was kind of like the opposite of plot armor. You know how Leia has
Yeah,
plot armor; she can't
like
die. We all
like
know
Daryl,
that.
Daryl in Walking Dead. Yeah.
Yeah. It was the opposite of that though, where she was supposed to fail for a while because it was supposed to keep them stuck there.
The
And
criticisms I've read of the episode have nothing to do with that, but
oh no, I'm doing a pretty in-depth breakdown here.
yeah, I got
I'll,
you.
I'll speed it up a bit. So then he goes and so he has a little speech with Revo when he's up against the blast doors because he has to stop her from blowing. They're about to get through, so he goes to waste time and he's talking to her, and that's where he figures out he's like, you're not hunting me, you're hunting him, meaning Vader or whatever, and or Anakin. He actually says Anakin at this point, and then but that's when she says, "Well, where were you?" Blah blah blah. No big deal, other than the fact I didn't like she turned like that. But whatever. Considering she did, it is what it is. It works out. It actually becomes a little bit better, in my personal opinion. Not that part, just the where she's at that point. So she has the stormtrooper. So Obi-Wan's cuffed. He gives himself up because he's trying to give them more time, and then so she's talking to him, and he's like, this is your chance. Like, she's like, she says something. I actually like this line. She says something about blah 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 blah. I'm bringing it to him, and he
What a
looks
great
at
line.
what's, yeah. It's I have short term memory, bad short term memory. Long term, I'll remember it a week from now. And then he goes, "You're not bringing me to Vader. I'm bringing him to you." And in the scenario, it's a good scene. And he says to her, he's like, "This is it. You can get your revenge." And she says, she's what they're whispering, but she says to him, she goes, "How's he not going to know it's coming?" And I like the line where he says, "He's gonna, he's only gonna see me." I thought that was a good line. I haven't seen any of the people bitching about it and stuff. I know like heel versus
No,
babyface had spoilers right away.
the bitch is
Um,
coming.
what's that?
The bitch that people have is coming.
Oh, okay. So that part was good. During this time, there's flashbacks of Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting, like
Oh,
training.
that's the second bitch. That's the second bitch that people have
Why? It was awesome.
because they didn't de-age Hayden Christensen. He still looks 40 years old instead of like 16, like he was supposed to look from episode 2 or something.
They de-aged Obi-Wan though, and I wish they. I mean, I guess they had to. Well, I think
Why
they
didn't
had
they
to as a
de-age
character.
Hayden Christensen?
They did a little bit, but not a lot.
Well,
It
people said it was awful.
it's it's not. I'll admit it, it's not great. It's not awful. I mean, I saw it and I'm like, fuck, it's a TV show. They got all the money in the world. Yes, they should have done it right, but I was gonna pick on that. It could have been worse. I thought Obi-Wan was worse actually, because when he first comes out, his head tracking is not with the body necessarily,
Yeah,
and that I actually thought that was worse. Hayden, that bothered me too. Hayden being older, but at the same time, it was kind of like a. It is what it is. I'm gonna enjoy the banter. I just listen. It was more the writing was good. I felt the writing was good
hmm,
for the
good.
book. But yeah, I get why people were upset about it, but if that wrecked the show for them, they should not be watching. Well, they really should just throw their TV away. But I mean, there's other reasons they hate it. That's not the best reason, in my humble
That was one of the
opinion.
complaints, but the biggest complaint is still coming.
So so Obi-Wan, they take says take him away, whatever. They take Obi-Wan, lock him up in the docks between the blaster doors. Well, he escapes, which not a huge surprise. I mean, he is technically Obi-Wan still, and they're too stupid
Isn't
as.
the plan though for him to be captured?
So that's what I thought. I think he
Because
was
he
pure.
said he's only going to see me. Well, if you escape, he's not going to see you.
So that's what I thought too. I now have the feeling that his idea was he was wasting time because he had to slow her down. He knew Vader was coming no matter what. And
Oh
where the
shit,
hell's
what's
that
that?
coming? Can you hear
You're getting
that?
the Yeah, you're getting the weather warning.
I'm getting it or you getting it?
You are. I'm not. I don't have one right now.
Where the hell's that even coming from?
Usually it comes from your phone or the TV.
Yeah, my phone's on mute.
Oh, that was a weather alert somewhere.
Alexa, send an announcement. Kendall, you should come to the basement.
Is it a tornado warning?
Yeah.
A tornado warning?
Um, I can hear sirens going off upstairs. Let's see. National Weather Service issues severe thunderstorm warning for Green Bay until 7 p.m.
Oh, it's just a thunderstorm.
Alexa, send an announcement. It's just a severe thunderstorm warning. You don't have to come to the basement. Let that go. So people listening to this with speakers is just pissed right now because it's sending announcements through their echoes, which is hilarious. Um, so so yeah, so there's this. So my thought was is I think he was my thought was he was testing the water. Here's where actually maybe I looked at it from a different angle. I thought this was good writing. I feel like he went out there, he tested the water. She wasn't taking it, so he's like, "All right, screw it. I put the seed in her head. I got to go with it. We got to get these people out of here." So he went, they got him out, put him on one ship. Um and then Vader lands, comes through, uh grabs the ship as it's trying to take off, crashes it to the ground. I thought it was actually a pretty cool scene. Rips the side open, and then the secondary ship takes off. That's what everybody was on. It was
Christ's sake, they
that
ripped off the
portion there,
worst part of what they ripped off the worst Star Wars movie.
and they ripped off a couple actually, but
Oh, that
um
was Rise of Skywalker. That's stupid shit.
that actually I was gonna say that part I found the most confusing. I'm like, that's a pretty big epping ship to be hidden in that one. I didn't rewatch it because I knew we were gonna do this. So, but was it horrible? No. Was it good? Right, that part writing, bad. But so they take off, and then the one dude from Eternals that seems to be in freaking everything now, and he's not a bad guy, not a bad actor. It's just I find it annoying when they shove people into everything.
Hmm.
It's one of the reasons why I'm kind of sick of Samuel L. Jackson. But so they he's holding the lightsaber and gun because when Obi-Wan gave himself up, he had no weapons on him. So he's running to the ship, and while that's happening, he drops the little Beyblade, the communicator thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh, the thing that has a
Beyblade.
hologram on it thing, Order
Yeah,
66. And he so that's laying there, everyone's escaped. It's Vader standing there like mother effer. And then Riva comes in and she flicks the lightsaber on and she goes to attack Vader, and Vader just puts his hand up and freezes her. I was actually all right with that. And then they have a little battle where Vader's just basically toying with her. It's
yeah. That's the problem people had with it.
oh, I
Apparently, she
loved it.
yells too.
She
Like
yells
when she
with
attacks, she yells. Like your whole point was to be stealthy, so he doesn't know you're there, and then you don't, and you
oh
yell or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yep. I even thought of that too. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? But I mean, you know
They
what?
said she was
It was
behind him,
bad.
and then if she held like the lightsaber up to his back and then flicked it on, like went through him, and then she like flicks it on, whips it over her head, yells and stuff to make it all dramatic. And what the fuck are you gonna do with that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. People who thought that was dumb, I, no arguments here. I will point out the fact that that happens in every goddamn movie, not just Star
Yeah, and
Wars.
it's a big problem.
It is a big. I absolutely agree. Because when she killed the Grand Inquisitor in the first episode or second episode, she just puts that blade right up to his stomach and hits the button, and that's how you do things.
But
But
again, you can't kill Vader,
correct, yeah, yeah. I mean, there are a lot of people we already know that can't be killed in this. So it,
including pretty much Reaver herself.
yeah. So it,
And now they announced the spin-off show for her. So there you
did
go.
they really?
Yep,
See, they shouldn't announce crap. That wrecks things.
one episode left.
But they could have waited one more episode. Why do they
I
have
know.
to
That's what I'm
announce that?
saying. It's stupid.
All
It's
right,
that
so
saying.
I
Once
didn't
again,
know that. That pisses me off. But that doesn't have anything to do with Obi-Wan. It
well, it
still
kind of
pisses
does
me
because
off though.
now she's gonna be redeemed in some stupid way, even though she's probably just as guilty as Vader killing people.
I'm under
But
that
again,
assumption.
you can't, because as an Inquisitor, you're not gonna be able to just go through with everything and not kill nobody. That's just it's not gonna
Yeah,
be.
how do you get to that level without it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
kill people.
she's
So
and I've voiced my concern, not my concern. I've voiced my opinion about how I hate when the bad guy becomes good. There's
so that's
actually
what's gonna
only
happen to
one
her.
situation I've ever been okay with it, and that is with Vader because it's not Vader anymore. It's Anakin, which that's a weak excuse.
Well, I
But
like Negan. I think would work because they built that up. Like he
Negan
didn't
wasn't
just spin on a dime and he was good again.
Negan wasn't necessarily bad. If you he was bad, but I mean, if you're
He
gonna
was
say
bad
he
to them. He was bad to them.
correct, that's what I mean. Like if you're gonna say Negan's bad, everyone in that show is bad.
Well, that's what the point is. Rick is bad too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Carol burnt those people because they were sick.
Yeah,
It and then they brought her
everybody,
back because they
everybody's
realized
done
they
fucked up
needed her.
shit.
But it
Negan went to the extreme, but Negan killed two people you liked, so he was the bad guy.
yeah, exactly. So that's why I don't consider that one necessarily the same.
Sure.
It but it's
But
yeah.
still, I
So
mean, he's been brought back to being a trustworthy person now because they built that up to him over several seasons. This thing where Reva for 4.5 episodes is evil to the core, and then bang, now she's on your side. Just like they
see,
did with Kylo Ren. Like they did with Kylo Ren, same thing. He's bad, 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 bad until nope, now he's good.
well, that's why it pisses me off hearing that they had a spinoff because she ends up getting stabbed in the stomach from Vader,
Vader
and
doesn't kill her for what reason?
yeah, I don't have an answer for that. Well, I'm getting to it. So then the Grand Inquisitor walks in, and at this point, I'm not surprised. I'm like,
Not at
yeah,
all.
there's no way
He
they
was not dead.
he
It
wasn't
seems
dead.
like
We
it,
well,
seems like Qui-Gon's the only one that dies from getting stabbed in the stomach in the Star Wars universe.
the, well, the thing is, all right, I got a comment for that too. But the thing is with the Grand Inquisitor, um, nobody. I mean, everybody was shocked that they killed. Nobody really truly believed he was dead. He was one of
No,
those other ones that you can't kill because he's in the Rebels.
yeah, yeah.
So the fact he walked in, it was what do they
It's
call
supposed
that?
to be. It's supposed to be this big shock, and you're like, yeah, nobody thought he was dead. Sorry.
I don't think they were even going for the shock because he comes in and he's just like, "Yep." we used you. They knew all along the way she was. They used her, and I was okay with that. It wasn't great.
But
It wasn't bad. It was just there.
that's the hand waving. Now you're good.
No, 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 no,
Everything you
no.
did is
Th-
forgiven.
I have a problem with. Ooh, flickery.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, can you still see me?
Yes.
I just lost everything. Thank God for battery backup.
Oh, there we go again.
Holy cow, this is an interesting night.
Damn, I was hoping we could get this in before this shit hit landfall. Well, ours is still 2 hours away. It looks like, or an hour and a half, because it's kind of like angled like this. So you're getting like the top end, and ours is still coming yet.
That's hilarious because I can hear clicking going on in my basement now from everything coming back on. And then my battery backup to my computer system and everything is clicking because it's going back over to AC power off the DC. All right, so all right, so and we're still recording. Sweet. So yeah, no, I get what you're saying. The hand wave, yeah, absolutely. No, she's good. I agree with you. I don't like that. That's why I was pissed when you said she had a spinoff because I was still assuming that she could die next episode or something, which now I know she won't, and that sucks. But
Well, she has to have her hero moment yet.
oh, I don't
She has
think.
to.
Wow,
But you're really getting that is. It must be right on top of you right now.
that's crazy.
So how many of these clicks are you gonna get before you're gone?
I don't know. I got a pretty good battery backup system. I hope. So, okay, so I got to get through this. All right. So, hand wave, I agree. It's horrible. Um, they left her to be a dirty rat. Where we found you, rat gutter. Blah blah blah. Fine. Good speech, actually. Does it fit the situation? No, they should have killed her. But she
I still
finds.
understand why Vader's letting her live. I'm sure there's some stupid ass reason. He wanted to make sure she was suffering, like the Obi-Wan crap too.
Well, that yeah, that I'll admit I don't agree with it.
Vader leaving her
I
alive
would have
makes him
rather
seem
she
like he
died
has.
right there. But there is a
Vader
reason.
leaving her alive either makes him seem incompetent or sympathetic, which Vader at this point in his life should not be merciful at any way.
Angie's asking me if I noticed the power's going in and out. All right, I gotta get through this. All right, so um, dang it. I guess everything blew off our deck. There's tornado warnings. Our garbage.
We're getting that in 2 hours.
You are a lucky man.
You're just getting a preview. We're getting it in 2 hours from now.
Oh, she can't hear you. I got earbuds in.
I know. I'm just telling you.
So the all right, so all right, I agree. I agree with the they should have just killed her. But so everyone leaves. It's just her on the planet. She sees something sparking a little bit. She crawls over to it. It's that thing that got dropped. And she turns it on and it's Bail Organa talking, but it's all messed up and it's just spitting out Tatooine boy. And there's
For
a reason
God's
that
sake.
message is on there. I skipped that part over. So
She just
that's
leaves the location of Luke Skywalker. Oh,
hello.
well, I lost your video, but I can hear you.
Yeah. So that was it. I'm wondering if we're gonna have to do a part two because it is. Yep, I'm completely out of power. Are you there?
All right. Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you.
Oh, you know what? I also have my modem to my internet on a
Well, is this recording for the audio we could keep?
yeah. Yeah, no, the video is actually still recording too.
Well, why
It
bother? Can't see you.
well, that's probably a good thing.
This isn't going to be a decent one anyway. It keeps getting interrupted by tornado drills.
I know. So probably should wrap this up. So basically, well, that is it. I did wrap it up. That's the end there.
So she's going to find Luke in the last episode, and Vader's going to follow her. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But Luke can't ever see this happen. It's going to have to happen on the outskirts.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty worried about what the next episode's gonna be, but it
None of them can see this. Owen, Beru, Luke, none of them can see this.
yeah.
Otherwise,
It
it's all fucked.
yeah, that part's not a big deal. I don't think
Yes,
the
it is.
Tatooine thing. I'm wondering if now that you told me about the spinoff, if this is just something else. Well, then they say, yeah, I agree. I do it. Well, I'm gonna wait and see. I still stand by that Obi-Wan's been a good show. A plus, no, but Disney Plus.
Ooh,
It
wow.
yeah, but I'm probably running on maybe about 5 more minutes of juice, so I should probably wrap this up and let you go.
Well, we tried.
Hey, no, I think we got it.
Interspersed between all this the weather shit, there's some Star Wars nuggets in there.
Yeah, actually, I think it's pretty funny. All right, well,
Well, that's
I
it. Thanks for
will.
the sneak preview of what I got to look forward to in 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, you guys too. Is everybody downstairs?
Yeah, everyone's downstairs. I think they're waiting for me to come save the day.
Wow, what the fuck?
All the lights are coming on and going back off. Here,
You don't have
there.
the T-Rex paddock, do you?
Kendall and Angie says we're in the upside down right now.
That's Stranger Things, correct?
Correct.
All right.
All right. Well, I will let you go, and I am going
Good luck.
to go get light sources and stuff for my basement.
All right, I'm gonna go get what I need in the basement in case I gotta run down there.
Yeah. Thank God I bought a T-Mobile hotspot. At least I'll have internet throughout all this shit. All right. Well,
Alrighty.
if you don't see me later, it's probably because I have no lights on.
If you don't see me later, it's because I'm dead.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you
Alrighty.
later.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.